Are you tired of taking your dog to the groomer just to get your pet looking and smelling fresh? Well, after today, you won't have to. I know that finding time out of your day to bathe a dog that might be a handful could seem impossible, but mastering this skill is important for saving you money and is proven to strengthen your dog's bond. As proven by Catherine Cam in her 2013 online article, Pets, Bathe and Groom. You want to bathe your dog about every 3 months, but if your dog loves to get dirty and they have medical requirements, you might have to bathe them a little more often. So, how can you properly wash your dog? Well, there are 3 steps you must follow. First, you want to prepare your bathing materials. Second, you want to wash your dog from head to tail. And third, you want to dry your dog completely. Now, what I want to note is that all the skills I'm about to demonstrate I have learned from my summer internship at Dabney Drive Animal Hospital with Dr. Bridget Waters. Now, let's get soapy. So, you always want to prepare first so that we have everything we need to get the job done. You want to grab your dog, put the leash on your dog, and you want to tie your leash to a sturdy object. For Daisy right here, my partner, she's going to be tied to the post on the side porch. And then you're going to want to make sure you have all your materials. So make sure you have your hose. Make sure you have your Johnson's baby soap, your shampoo and conditioner. Sometimes these might be in different containers, but I have the 4-in-1 combo so that it's just all together. You want to make sure you have your dog brush, a bucket of warm water if your hose water is too cold, but it's really hot out here today, so we probably won't be needing this. You want to make sure you have 2 to 3 bath towels to dry your dog off with. And then you want to make sure you have a pet blow dryer. Now, if you don't have a pet blow dryer, you might use a regular hair dryer, or you might just choose to let your dog air dry. Now, we are ready to wash our dog. So, you want to make sure your dog is standing. And once your dog is standing, turn the water hose on really gently. And then you just want to start running the water over her really good, making sure that her fur is really wet and saturated. Make sure you get the tail, all the legs, under the neck really good as well. Just make sure it's really, really saturated. Alright, after you do that, you can cut your water off. You want to grab a little bit of your shampoo. In your hand, and then you're going to want to go all over your dog's fur, making sure you get from the base of the head right here, kind of under her neck, and then you want to go all the way down to the legs, to her little feet. Make sure you're getting both sides, make sure you get her belly, and it's also important to get the private area really good. The private area can get a lot of dirt and debris in it, and you don't want that because it could cause infection. So, once you feel like your dog is lathered up really good, get her tail, then you can start washing her off with the with the water, excuse me. Okay. Alright, and when I wash my dog off, I like to repeat it multiple times, but take your hand and just grab the fur and pull it in the opposite direction, and then make sure that you're getting all the layers of the dog's fur really good. Make sure you get every part that you lathered up with the soap on all sides. Okay. And once you feel like your dog is pretty much cleaned of the shampoo, you want to cut the water off and grab your conditioner and do the same thing. For me, it was a 4-in-1 combo, so that was the shampoo and conditioner. But if you have 2 different bottles, just repeat the same steps as your shampoo and just make sure all the parts are lathered really good. Tail, private area, belly, neck, and the bottom of the legs. Now you're going to want to grab the Johnson's baby soap. This soap is really gentle. That's why we like to use it for the face. Then you just want to take some, put it right here on the top of your dog's head, and you want to kind of just massage it in. You want to get her cheeks. You want to get under her chin, but do not get it in her eyes or her nostrils or the insides of her ears. You just want to get the flaps. So you kind of just take it and mush your little face like this. And you want to keep doing that until it's real lathered up. again. You can wash your hands off too. Make sure you're not putting the same soap on there when you're washing off. And then you want to make sure your dog is turned the way where your dominant hand can hold the hose. Alright, and you want to take your non-dominant hand, lift up on the chin area toward the sky, and press the water on the head. Easy, baby. They might not like it at first. And then you just want to do it real gently. Make sure you go down the head. And just making sure you're getting all the soap off. Go down the ears. And if you do get it in their face, or their eyes or mouth, all you have to do is just wipe it off really good. And they should be fine. Now, with this being said, I think it's time to dry our dog. So, you can use either a pet blow dryer, a hair dryer, or you can just air dry your dog naturally. So pet blow dryers, they're really loud. They have a lot of compressed air in them, and they can get really hot really fast. So if you do use one of them, you want to make sure that you're monitoring your dog, because if they've never been used to it, then they could spook. So just make sure you're washing your dog really good. And next, if you don't use a pet blow dryer, you can use a normal hair dryer. They work the same way. But for any type of blow dryer you use to blow your dog off with, make sure that it's not too hot. Like I said, they can get really hot really fast, and you don't want to burn your dog's skin or your dog's fur. So how you check to make sure that it's not too hot? You just, when you're blow drying your dog off like this right here, just run your hand down the fur and kind of blow dry over your hand. And if it's too hot for your hand, it's probably too hot for your dog. So you can either stop blow drying at that point for a minute, or you might just have to blow dry a little higher up so that it's not directly on the skin. And the last option for the drying is that you could just air dry your dog too, which is natural. It's the least stressful of the options. And I also wanted to make note that before you start blow drying your dog, it's probably best to grab one of your towels, and just towel dry their face before you blow dry with the pet blow dryer or your hair dryer. You just want to take their face and just wipe it really good. Take your towel, dry their private area really good as well. And we do this because these areas are really sensitive. So the blow dryers, they have a lot of heat, a lot of force, and you don't want to put them directly on their face or their private areas because it could do some damage, and you don't want that. So after all of that, now I would like to repeat the steps so that it's fresh in everyone's mind. First, you want to prepare your materials. You want to get your dog, get your leash, tie your leash to a sturdy object so your dog will not get away. Then you want to wash your dog with your Johnson's, your shampoo, your conditioner. You want to lather your dog really good and then wash all of it off really good too. And then next, you're going to want to dry your dog, whether that's using a pet blow dryer, a hair dryer, or just naturally drying, which I am going to be naturally drying Daisy today because it's warm out here. She doesn't really need a pet blow dryer. It's the least stressful. She tends to get stressed out really easy. So now, whenever your fur baby is in need of a bath, just save those hard-earned dollars and just dive right in.